Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a great weekend and you're ready for the week ahead. I have had a pretty good weekend, and, except for a bit of a storm on Friday. But, life's to be expected, right? Now, we are back in Moria, and Thormurn is going to continue exploring Moria. But first, we're going to do these two instances here, because so far, this is the only reasonable and consistent way I have found to get him ancient scripts.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
We're going to start with the one we did last time. And we'll go ahead, and I actually should have done the other one, but oh well. Well, fire it is. Although I have a boatload of light. Hello, drive-by. Happy Sunday to you. How much? Oh, I can actually do another one of these, can't I? Find the path. Player deed accelerator says I have 40 minutes left. So if I do that, no, it does not stack like it says. Okay. Cheap. It lied to me. Still, we have Slayer Deed Accelerator open. And now, well, now we can go in.
Many armories and forges of the dwarves lie dormant in Khazad-dum, awaiting the...
Alright, let's get this over with.
One such has been claimed by the orcs of Moria for a training hall.
This one doesn't take that long.
If the forge is to see service again, the orcs must be driven forth.
Your turn. Come on, get over here. Okay, so those are down. Come over here. Wait for this guy to go. Actually, I can get him. I think. I can get him first. Come on, you. Alright, now, let's get rid of the orcish recruits on this side. That was one set. Now for the other. Alright, one side down. The other side to go. Oh, we might well start with these boys. And we're leveling up in the middle of all that. Orc Slayer Advanced. Are we serious? Oh! We got one of our advanced Slayer deeds done. Dang. What's the lag about? Right. Deed bestowed. Got class deed. We have... I think Moria falls under Rovania. Yeah, it does. want to say there was a major overarching Slayer deed from Moria, but I don't see one. Alright, no matter. We still got another 10 LOTRO points, so yay. Alright. And we have an empowered garnet. Easy peasy. We even managed to get some enchantment runes. Awesome. Okay, so that one's done. Stop over here. Sell some junk off. Well, you can buy my junk. That's how you can be of service. Okay? Thanks. Not that junk. I want to keep that junk. Alright. Thank you, sir. Go ahead and turn that in.
Greetings, traveler.
So now we have one of the two boxes we want, and it's these traceries that I'm using to get the ancient script, because most of them are things he's not interested in using in his legendaries. So I just break them, and they seem to be worth about 40 script apiece. So far he's up to 240 of them. Now. Oh, he has 2 points available. Well, we should be spending 2 points. We're going to put one in strong draw and one in quick shot focus. And what do we got down here? We're working on empathy. Okay, that works. Now, we have not done this one yet, or I should say we have not done this on... Oh, now he has another one. Wait, did you have another one now too? You do. But we're only worried about doing this one, the mithril slave.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
So apparently I leveled up and got a couple of new ones to do. But I do think those use a different,
Welcome!
Yeah. I was going to say they use a different gem to enter. So the ones I'm doing use the garnet. And the new ones that I just got use sapphires.
Dwarves are not alone in their search.
We don't have any of the sapphires,
Orcs
so.
and goblins toil within the barren mines, seeking some small vein of Moria silver to use against the Free Peoples, or at least to keep it from them.
Now, once we have some sapphires, we could try it out. Now this one's a little more fun because there's more to do. There's more place to go. So it's not just that one little room. It's actually the mine that you explore down in Silvertine Lodes. Now I gotta wait for them to come down. Them, I don't know if you can see them. They're running down as fast as they can. think they are, at least. There. All right. And apparently we're getting mithril ore fragments from these guys. So, despite this being a very dangerous mine, it's also apparently a productive one. Not very good mine guards, are they? Alright, so we have all the fragment. And if I remember right, we just got a couple more guards to kill and that's it. Oh no, we do still have a couple more goblin slave miners in here. I love how a couple will say, if I catch you, maybe they'll make you work in the mine. Because they don't really want to work here. And there. The final boss, the Mine Overseer. He's like, what are you doing in my mine? No, the mithril here is Mordor's by right. Huh. Die. Die! Alright, we have been created an empowered garnet. And the best way to learn the layout of this place is to run back to the front. After doing this a couple times, you will not get lost in this instant. There we go. That one's done. Done and dusted.
You will find no better craftsmen than Durin's folk.
Yep, I know about it. Alright, now, buy my junk. Enduring Bow of Bluffing. Actually, is not a bad bow. Well, I'm not in need of a bow anymore. I doubt my champion's gonna need that anytime soon. Or else I would send it to her. I think that's it. Nope, one more thing. Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead and turn this quest in.
Greetings, traveler!
And now we have 2 of these boxes. And presuming that neither of them is anything he wants to use.
Not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
Presuming neither of them is anything he wants to use, that will be another 80 ancient scripts. And since those take like mere minutes to do, a few minutes a day, and usually 2 of these infused garnets is all it takes. And I have 19 of them left. And sometimes you'll even get these garnets in the instance, because I started with 20 and I did 2 instances and I still have 19. Which means one of those instances gave me a garnet. And yes, Thormurn did not start with those. I went on to another character who happened to have a surplus of those infused garnets and sent him 20. That's all I sent him, was 20. He had like 2 of them, and I sent him 20. And out of 22, he's been able to do these 8 times now. I love these lights. Look at them. They're so neat. Now, I don't know if they're glowing on their own or if they're just reflecting light from the mirrors. Now, the yellow ones, I'm pretty sure they are glowing on their own. We are almost back at the 21st hall, where we'll be able to open up those boxes, see if we want to keep anything or if we're just breaking those down. And then we're going to go talk to Broger, because we did go back and get that quest we totally missed last time. And Thormurn's been moving right along in his levels. I think he started off level 48 in Moria, and he's already at 52. So, leveling through Moria can be pretty quick. And yeah, I've had help from the occasional experience scroll, but that's about it. I think I've used one 1-hour scroll so far. Alright. Let's see what you got, buddy. Quick shot damage. Press onward, cooldown, and heal. I think you already have one of those.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
High bubble. You might have even put that one in. Wait. Nope, not in that. Oh yeah, it's in that one. Okay. Alright, so he actually does want to keep that. Equal haste. Quick shot damage. I feel like he can do without that. So we'll break that one. And that gets him another 40 ancient script. We'll put that in there. He's got a whole bunch of these enhancement runes, but he doesn't need to use them just yet. He's got... yeah, he's got a bunch of enhancement runes. He's got 11 plus 1s, 18 plus 2s, and now he's got 2 plus 3s. Toss that in there. Almost out of space again. Because of course we are. And space is not on sale this week. A bunch of dumb stuff on sale. So, go to the LOTRO store. The sales include a bunch of weapon appearances, bardic fiddle, a bunch more weapon appearances. Apparently, they're supposed to duplicate the appearance of a classic legendary weapon. I'm assuming that is the pre-updated legendary item weapons. So this is what some old legendary weapons look like. And then we have some ceremonial armor. Like I said, nothing really special there. Shared wardrobe space. So yeah, nothing grand. Now he has 280 ancient script. So tomorrow he might get 2 that he can break down and he would have 360. Obviously I'm going to keep ones that I think he's going to use because then I don't have to spend the script to buy them. Hello, broker.
This needs doing.
Welcome to the Chamber of Leadership, Thormurn. From here, I will lead our people to even greater glory. Oh, look, we're going to get some more stuff. Okay. In Moria.
I can hardly believe that we are here. This is a joyous day for the dwarves.
The time of the dwarves is truly at hand, Thormurn. How ludicrous we were to fear that some curse might lie upon Moria after all these years. Had we returned before now, Moria might be thriving already. What's done is done. We are here now, and many of the dwarves of our expedition have ventured forth into deep tunnels, seeking great riches that must surely lie untouched within the caves of Moria. If you come across Roker or Uhtrig during their explorations in Zelimalak, be sure to lend them any assistance they may require. They set out through the southern passage from the 21st Hall, but where they went from there, I do not know. You're an idiot, and so are they. Okay, what do we got here? Strength, quick shot, slow, and focus change. Now this one is a slightly better version. Do I really want it, though? Precision stance, quick shot damage, quick shot slow, and focus chance. 10% to strength, quick shot slow, quick shot bonus focus application chance, evade rating. I don't think I'm going to want that one. Because he's not using strength, he's using precision. And that one's for strain. But before I make up my mind to break it, I will hold on to it for a bit, and if I decide to break it, then that'll be an easy 60 ancient script. If I decide not to, then I will probably have saved myself a bunch of script, and I'll figure out where to put that. But yeah, quick shot is here, and he uses it a ton, so anything that improves quick shot is always good.
Welcome to Khazad-dum.
Put those in there. And we have no more room in our vault. Because of course we don't. Now I need... definitely gonna need to eat a food. But we'll wait till we're outside. So we're not wasting time. Ancient battle lore, ancient warding lore. We still have 15 minutes on those. Food. Light oil, which is what I meant to use last time and I didn't. And Bochant. Well, I will take that. And I will also take a drink of water. Oh, hello, Casualties of Gaming. Happy Sunday. It goes well. How are you doing? Ready for Monday? What you been playing lately? Die. Thank you. Somebody must have come through and gotten that one. Oh, somebody else must be here. Usually this place is not this empty. No, I don't want to go back to work. I'm working on a replay of Zelda Twilight Princess with a 4K texture pack. Been fun. Well, sounds like fun. And I'm assuming it looks a lot better, too. Well, hello, Roker. How are you?
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
Hail, Dwarf. I've been exploring the lost halls of my fathers. It is a remarkable experience. The great history of this place fills me with wonder at every turn. Roker's eyes narrow, and he stares piercingly into the shadows. Did you hear that? There's someone there. Prepare yourself for battle.
Durin's
Yeah?
folk will defy Durin's bane.
Oh, look, it's an orc scout. Who's now more interested in me than Roker. You have defended Roker from the orc scout. He bore the mark of the White Hand. Tell Lord Broger of this at once. Alright, I will do that. And maybe you should take your tail end back to the 21st hall, huh? Huh? Just saying. I think Twilight Princess is one of the couple of Zelda games that's on Wii, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that was one of the two I was thinking at some point, if I get my hands on, I want to play it. Because I have an old Wii. It'd be nice to play some old games like that. I don't have a GameCube, so it will have to be the Wii. I have to admit, the motion controls are definitely a little fiddly with the Wii, but I've sort of gotten used to them.
The sign of the White Hand, you say?
He owes you his life, Thormurn. He has always been headstrong and impertinent, but I cannot blame him here. Desire to claim the riches of Khazad-dum has blinded many dwarves in the minding of their own safety. Still, he is fortunate that you came along when you did. Orcs are fierce and not to be underestimated. Tell me more of this orc scout. There is something about your story that gives me pause. The GameCube version works on Wii if you have a back-compatible Wii. I don't know if I do. I bought mine at a estate sale for $10, complete with the controls and a couple of exercise games.
We must do something about the White Hand within Moria.
I would have to check which version of it is for certain. All I know is it's a Wii and not a Wii U. Are you certain that the Urk you fought bore the mark of the White Hand? That is very unusual, Thormurn. What compelled these creatures to enter Moria? They certainly did not come the way we did. That means they must have gone around the mountain and come in from the east. But for what purpose? Some suspicious plot is afoot, and I do not like it. Odds no matter. Any orc or orc is a threat to us. Those of the White Hand no less than any other. Search out orcs of any allegiance throughout Zalim Malek and the Redhorn Lodes, and defeat them wherever possible. The only orc I like is a dead one. The back-compatible Wii has a flap that opens and you can plug GameCube controllers into it. Alright, so I will look for that. Do you know where the flap is? Is it the front, side, back? I'm assuming it's not on the bottom because that would make sense. Or I could, you know, not be lazy and look it up myself later.
Once there was trade between the dwarves of Moria and the elves.
Should be on one of the smaller sides. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Certainly getting a lot of runes to level up.
Welcome to Khazad-dum.
The legendary. I don't mind answering questions. I know a lot about retro games. Love sharing the knowledge. Well, still, it's a polite thing to say thank you, and I do appreciate it. I mean, I do know a little bit. I grew up playing the Atari, and I did have a Super Nintendo for a while until I gave it to a kid whose family couldn't afford to buy him any sort of gaming console. And since I had just built my very first PC so I could play Diablo, I felt like it was a good thing to pass it on to him. kind of miss it though. I had things like Donkey Kong Country and Castlevania 4, or Super Castlevania 4, On the Ball, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy. Was it Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? It was one of the. It was like a easy mode version of Final Fantasy. Kind of like the starter pack. A couple other games. I had a lot of fun with it. You kind of wish I still had it.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
All right, let's go to Chamber of the Crossroad, because I know we left a whole bunch of quests back that way. Now, I know my brother likes to collect consoles. He's got a few. I'm not sure he has our original Atari 2600 that we grew up with, but he has an Atari 2600. And he has an NES, and I'm pretty sure he has an SNES. And a couple of PlayStations. Definitely has a Switch. I don't know what else he has for certain. I think he's like me, though. He does more of his gaming on PC than anything, though. You have too many consoles for playing on PC, NES, PS2, PSP, PS Vita, PS3, Wii, a DS, and a 3DS. You may have more. I do have a Game Boy Color floating around somewhere, and a DS. The DS I have to find a new battery pack for. The battery pack for that came with it is dead. And I have the only Game Boy Color game cartridge I still have, I think, is Pokemon Yellow. That was probably my favorite one. You still play the Vita and 3DS, everything else you emulate. Vita emulation sucks, and I can't do 3DS emulation. You want the two screens? That makes sense. Yeah, at some point I should stop off in that hallway and see if that crafting quest is available yet. Alright. I said I'd be back, Lookmund, and I am.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Welcome to the Chamber of the Crossroads, Thormurn. We are fairly busy here, as you can no doubt see, and could certainly use your help. Our encampment is a vital link in the supply chain between Thorn's Threshold and the 21st Hall, forward to the east. It is also nearly impossible for anything to get past us here without us spotting them, so it's very important that we not fail to hold this chamber against anything the goblins and orcs can throw at us. If you have a mind to help us out, you should speak with Fostal, Rink, and Gansey over there. They have some rather important matters that need attending to, or so they tell me. I'm sure I can find something for you to do as well. Of course you can.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dum, will it be enough?
One of my dwarves, Crumb, has discovered a large goblin camp in the westernmost chamber of Doran's Way, which the creatures call Ninkak in their vile tongue. He has only scouted around the outskirts and has asked for help investigating more closely. I cannot spare any extra men for this, but if you would go and ensure his safety, I would be grateful. You can find him near Ninkak to the north of here. When you have learned more about this encampment, return to me. Okay?
Welcome to Khazad-dum. Stay and speak with me a moment.
The goblins are among the most ancient and bitter rivals of Doran's folk, and yet again they prove to be an obstacle in our path. The chamber to the north has become inhabited by goblins. If we ever hope to reclaim Doran's Way for those who made it great, then we must drive out our old foe, find the Hall of the High Stair, and confront any goblins you may find.
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
Forgive me, Thormurn, for any rudeness. I am not permitted to leave my post here, but these incessant drums are driving me mad. I've not had any decent sleep since we arrived. The band of goblins responsible for that den are encamped just north of here in the Hall of the High Stair. Could you do me a favor and silence those drummers? What I would not give to have just one night's peace. Okay. And you?
Oh, glorious day! We shall soon restore Moria!
Lickman sent you to help me? Well, that is most fortuitous. Good dwarf, I have just the task for one such as yourself. We are running dangerously low on supplies. I was bringing a cart over from Doran's threshold, but we were ambushed outside Manorbull. We were driven back before reinforcements could arrive, and the goblins made off with our supplies. I would be greatly appreciative if you could hunt down those missing crates. It will be a lean week indeed before the next shipment otherwise, and we might even be forced to abandon this camp. The goblins fled north towards Mudmul Zarak. Alright. So, y'all don't ask much. Where is Crumb, first and foremost? I think he's out back, too. Oh, you're not Crumb. You are somebody I will talk to later, but not now. Much later. Alright, let's go deal with some goblins. And other creepy crawlies. Not that creepy crawly. That little bitty cave crawler. It's so tiny. And dwarves absolutely do love their stairs, don't they? Oh, I see a crate over there. Well, let's take care of these guys first. You have discovered the Hall of the High Stair. How about you die? Thanks. we continue, I think we do need to eat. We're going to do that. We probably do need those again. Go do that. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Might as well get a little extra XP while we're doing this. That is 4 drums. Oh look, there's a marvel in here. Otherwise known as a harpy. Or what I prefer to call a bat witch. Just see, and I replace that W with the letter of your choice. There is another drum on the other side. Okay. Dark Claw. Translation, bat. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's a bat. Okay, that should be everything in here for now. All right. Yeah. They're just sitting there cackle at me. Now, I'm starting to find some of the supply crates. And who are you? You're Crumb. Yes, you're the one I need to talk to.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Escort Crumb into the goblin camp. And this isn't enough. The goblins here are much better dug in than I thought they were. It's important we delve further. I think this room had only flooded recently. I wonder how deep beneath these waters my ancestors dug. I have no idea, Crumb. More goblins. My fear of this camp are beginning to grow. And Grom trying to grow out of here and get himself killed. But at least he's brave enough to go out here. We cannot push any further. The fortifications grow stronger and there are too many of their number. Let us return to the Chamber of the Crossroads and report in. Alright, so we still need to find some more crates. Which we will find in here. Along with more bat ladies. Who have lifesteal on them. If you hadn't noticed. He was trying to steal my life. Ah, two more here. We'll have to come back in here later, but for the moment we're just getting crates. Ah, one more. Got everything we needed. Oh, we just have to get back. I think we went the wrong way. Well, at least I figured out we went the wrong way fast enough. Nice dwarven architecture. That looks like it's made of copper. Neat. Okay, first thing I want to do is talk to this guy.
It is hoped that Balin's company discovered mithril.
Balin's company discovered something, but I'm not gonna spoil your good mood by telling you exactly what it was. Use those. Thank you. Alright, here.
The day of the dwarves is coming!
You have dealt a blow to the goblins, laying hold to the hull. And this is a welcome first step in taking back the high stair. We must continue to be vigilant against the goblins, for they will not easily retreat. I am most thankful for your help. You have given me great hope.
Welcome to Khazad-dum!
The camp is of great importance to our expedition. From here, we could keep an eye on anything that tries to move between Doran's Way and the Great Delving in the south. Without these supplies, we might have been forced to abandon this vital watch post. There's your supplies.
I'm not sure Khazad-dum can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Thank you for your help, Thormurn. I'm very much looking forward to taking my nap in a while. It may seem like a small thing, but the better rested we are when the battle is joined, the more favorable towards us it will go. He's like, thank you, I will be able to sleep now.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Thank you for helping us out, Thormurn. Now that we are settled in this chamber, we can see to some pressing matters.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Doran's Way is home to precious few of the artifacts of our ancestors, many of which have been lost or destroyed by the goblins. Listine has been searching for these artifacts throughout Doran's Way in the hopes of preserving the history of our craft. Take this message to him. It reveals the last known location of such an artifact, and I'm sure he will be thankful for it.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
So the camp was larger than Crumb first thought. It is good to know more about it. Fortunately, it lies off the main road to Jazergund, and we can, for the most part, avoid it. So we got enhancement rune, and a quest to go talk to Listine at the entrance to Zarak-Zagel. Let's see if we can get there on our goat without causing too much of a ruckus among the locals. I should have picked the goat with the light on it, although I don't think the light really does anything. Let's find out. Nah, it doesn't. That's too bad. Oh look, hello, goodbye. Oh, lag. Wonderful. Oh, lots of lag. Really wonderful. Uh-oh. It's not good. We're very laggy. Yep, we're very, very laggy. Uh-oh. This is bad. Wait. Nope. We're still stuck. So the mob stopped being stuck. Now I'm stuck. Ah, okay. Sorry Sorry, Orc, but these are not your kin down in Moria. These are the creations of Morgoth. And the connection to the server has been lost. Woohoo! Okay. Let me go ahead and log that back in. Holy smokes! That was not exactly the place I want to be logged off. Alright. Definitely not my favorite place to be logged off a game. It is in the middle of an area with mobs. But honestly, we've been killing more goblins and orci and other critters than anything. But there will be some orc slain. Oh! Heck. Where did I end up? Where the heck did you put me? Oh, where the heck am I? All the way over here. Are we serious right now? So I guess it must have saw my disconnect as a death, because it put me at the nearest circle of shame. Okay, now that I know where I'm at, yeah, it saw my disconnect as a death, which means I must have actually gotten attacked and died in that time that I was lagged out. That was funny. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about that. Oops. I died to mishap. The game's mishap. Hello, Marvel. Goodbye, Marvel. Alright, y'all can chase me. Right now, I have places to be. And if I remember right, they are near here. Yep, right here. And we have a stable here. The
The day
cliffs,
of the dwarves is coming.
the cliffs of Zarak-Zagal. I've discovered the door to the clouds. If we got here, I've discovered the broken cleft. And I would go down there, but I would like to be able to get back in here. But we'll be out here soon enough anyway. You got back to work on your Barad-dûr's Lego set. You have art minifigures. Oh, neat! You're gonna post pictures somewhere, right? Other than Facebook, which I don't use.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
A message? I was not expecting any messages. What is this about? You deliver the message, and Listine looks it over. This artifact was not far from here at all. This is wonderful news, Thormurn. With this information, I may be able to preserve another once-lost artifact. We have, let's see, a whole bunch of quests, I think.
If we are to find mithril in Khazad-dum, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Not all endeavors have gone well for us in Moria. One early settlement in Doran's Way was an outpost built by Gurwith at Glaku-Ru to the south. The encampment became overrun by goblins and was burned entirely, while only Gurwith and a few others managed to escape. The goblins threaten to fortify Glaku-Ru and remain a persistent danger to us if we do not act against them. Head there and defeat as many of them as you can. Then report to Gurwith in Tharak-Bazan to the east when it is done.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dum hangs in the balance.
The White-Hand orcs have me concerned, Thormurn. They are attempting to sway the goblins into an alliance with leaders of the White-Hand army. While it is a fine thing for us when goblins fight each other, we cannot allow them to gain a foothold here within the bounds of Khazad-dum when they already control considerable forces without. I need you to hunt down and defeat the White-Hand emissaries before they are able to convince or intimidate the goblins here into joining him. My scouts spotted one in the goblin camp of Ninknot Faltor, another in Glaku-Ru, and the third was at Dorn's Crossing between here and Jazergund. I could dust off the old Twitter account, but it's the Eye of Sauron. Understood.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Although, I'm probably more likely to see it on the Twitters than anything. We have many traditions, Thormurn, and this one is not the least. When we head into battle, we bring with us a letter. If we fall, the letter will be returned home by the survivors, if any remain. Many of us have come to Moria, and some of us have fallen, and now it appears that the Merivale have discovered these letters and have taken a perverse pleasure in keeping them as trophies of victory against us. The honor of our warriors and the peace of mind of their families demand that we recover these letters from the enemy whenever possible and return them to their rightful homes. Will you help us retrieve these letters? Yes, I will.
Abide here a moment, and speak with me.
We must keep safe the artifact of ages past, Thormurn. Studying these relics gives insight into the untold legends of our forefathers, which might otherwise become lost. I have information that one such object, a mystical shield, was last seen in Uflump Moor, just a short distance east of the door to the clouds. The goblins would have a difficult time destroying such a sturdy shield, so I'm hopeful it may still be found there.
Oh, glorious day! We shall soon restore Moria.
Collecting supplies and scouting chambers is all well and good, but I've got something a little more dangerous in mind: goblin hunting. As you have surely noticed, nearly every room and corridor of Khazad-dum is crawling with them, and those causing us grief here in Doran's Way seem to take orders from a single leader. We have all got to do our part to drive them out, and that includes you. Search to the west for the goblin captain who goes by the name of Gomig. He and his personal guard have been harassing any who travel unaware between the Chamber of the Crossroads and our outpost here at the door to the clouds. Alright, so we just got a whole handful of quests. Well, the first set of quests is right in here. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that first. And this is a flump myrrh. And in here, there's supposed to be the shield. Here we go. Ancient shield. You have collected the ancient shield. And somewhere around here is a marvel. Taking great pleasure in eating a dead dwarf. Well, we can't have that. So we've collected 2 dwarf letters so far. Okay, here's your shield.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
What a wonderful find this is, a true treasure of the dwarf. Thank you, Thormurn. The safeguarding of the shield will ensure that the legend of our craft does not fade from knowledge. Well, what if the dwarves, existed long past the 4th age? Now, we need to deal with a goblin and his guard. I don't think it's this way. No, but I did find another circle of shame. Good to know where I'll die at, or where I'll end up if I die. Oh, excuse me, I'll take this. Take that too. Yeah, it seems like we're killing a lot of goblins right now. Okay, that's one conscripted guard. Although, I think they meant these guards here. And get rid of these guys. Now, there's Captain Gomeg. Well, how you're feeling now that you don't have your little personal guard with you, huh? Not feeling too good, are ya? Didn't think so. Cricket. It's a cricket in Moria. Alright, that is done, sir.
The House of Durin will live forever!
You have dealt with quite a few goblins in the last day or so, Thormurn. And more importantly, you have rid us of Captain Gomeg. That should make it easier for us to move between the western port of Doran's Way for some time. Not that they will stop coming after us. It is only a matter of time before a new captain rises, but we can use this opportunity to fortify our position before that happens. Let's see. Alright, thank you, sir. We'll have 2 more dwarf letters. We have to kill the emissaries in the different places. Okay, this is Doran's Crossing. So the emissary for Doran's Crossing is right over there. Take out that bat first. And dude looks like he bench presses trolls for fun, so we're happy to get rid of him. Okay, this is Glokuru. I've discovered Glokuru. I know that is another spot. Oh, another marble. Well, we're definitely getting rid of you. Another dwarf letter. Excuse me. Yeah, do you mind? Thank you. find. There he is up there. Alright, that's done. Now, Nickna, we have one more emissary to find. I don't think we're going to find it going through this way, but hey, let's find out. No, you know, when I think about it, no, we won't. I know exactly where that is. So, let's take our behind out of here. Ow! Stinker. Last guy is all the way at the end of the hall, where we helped that dwarf earlier. We might as well get the last letter while we're at it. There we go. And you are in the way. So you can die. We go in here, we go this way, go up here, and over this way, and there's our emissary. Well, these are, like I said, these are orci. These were created by Melkor. I'm going to go ahead and get this. Excuse me. I want the scholar supplies. Thank you very much. I will be out of your hair now. Goblins, goblins everywhere. And goblins on wargs, which count for two separate deeds. It counts for Goblin Slayer, and it counts for Warg Slayer. are we doing bag-wise? I'm pretty sure I heard the ding of, you have no space left. I did. I'm gonna get rid of this bat witch. Oh, excuse me, I'll take that. And it's assuming I have the room for everything. I do. Oh, do we have... Oh, we have a recipe I did not know. Greater Breach Finder recipe. I will absolutely take that one. Excuse me.
What do you need?
I need you to buy my junk from me. Oh, I also apparently needed to do some repairs because, well, like I said, it thought I died. And I probably did die in that lag, so it acted accordingly. Including the repair bill. Oh, I hope I didn't just sell something I need. No, I didn't. Okay. Do I need that? Nah. I don't need that. I could sell it. Wait, which one was this? Seeger's sword. I don't need that one either. And I don't need that. Oh, I just got 3 Feast of Rohan, which I really don't need either, but we'll hold on to them. 3 food, even if it is might. Alright.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
So, that's the end of the emissaries of the White Hand, and good riddance. Our only hope against these odds is to keep the goblins disorganized, and to encourage them to prey upon each other as much as they prey upon us. The last thing we need down here is for some strong leader to emerge and unite them against us. Let's see. Agility, vitality. What I got is already good enough. I'll take this, I'll sell it.
These halls will be great once more.
You have retrieved the letters of the fallen. My thanks to you, Thormurn. The messages contained herein will bring a sorrowful but much needed closure to the grieving of their families. I will see that they make their way safely to Dorn's threshold. Or, okay, quick post gloves, which is light armor, definitely not what we need. Maybe. I won't sell it just yet.
Of what help may I be to you?
I will sell that shield. Ring of Revenge, it's called. What a name. Alright, so now we need to head to Khazad-dum. That is easy. So we're going to make a left here. Do I really need that? Can I get it from here? I can get one from here, but was it that one? Or was it the one behind me? No, I did get it. I got them both. Okay. Alright, up here. You have discovered Thormurn. You have discovered the only place where green things are actually growing in Moria. Well, we're up here. I want this. The mirror in Thormurn has been rendered useless once more. It seems that the creature there insisted on moving it out of position. Yeah, come on. Well, I didn't mean to kill the poor little cricket, but... Oh, that wasn't a cricket, it was a cave serpent. Still didn't mean to kill it.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
It's good to see you, Thormurn. I'm glad to hear that the goblins have paid for what transpired at LOTRO. When I think back to that day, I could still feel the heat of the fire all around me. Well, your deeds have given me hope. Perhaps one day I will build a new outpost at LOTRO, and I will make it known that it was only possible thanks to your bravery. Woohoo! We leveled up. Oh, we have a stable.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Which can go to the Chamber of Crossroads, or Zagal, or Jazzergun if we had that.
Hear me out, friend, for I have a tale of glory to tell.
The beauty of the gardens never ceases to amaze me. Many of the crystals that grow naturally here at the Thormurn are used throughout Khazad-dum as a source of light. In some locations, the Mirabel have been destroying the crystals we have placed in order to extinguish any visible light. Many of our corridors and halls have become darker than the blackest night. We must collect more crystals to replace the ones that have been destroyed. Search Thormurn for naturally formed crystals, and I will make sure they are put to good use. Yeah. The Mirabel do not like light in any form.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
When I was merely a lad, my grandfather taught me about a certain plant that had nourishing properties. He called this plant mudroot, as it only grew near the edges of fresh water. By boiling the roots of this plant, he could extract the oils within and create a brew that was hardy enough to rouse a sleeping dragon. Well, that is what he claimed. I doubt he ever saw a dragon. Nevertheless, the brew was strong and could be put to use in helping our sick and wounded recover more quickly. I have not seen such a plant in some time, but I am hopeful that it may be growing here in Thormurn, as there are many pools and streams of fresh water to be found. If you come across any healthy roots growing near the water, please return them to me so I may examine them.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dum hangs in the balance.
Thormurn, I fear there is trouble brewing. Orphan left several days ago heading east toward Jazzergun. He says he was going out to search nearby chambers to learn anything he might about Mazog and the orcs. He has yet to return, and I fear for his safety. Would you look for him? He was last seen heading towards some of the orc-infested areas to the east. I fear something may have happened to him, and that could lead the orcs back here. So you're not worried about him as much as you're worried about him leading the orcs here. Very good. Alright, glowing crystal. And I think I accidentally said growing crystal. I don't think crystals grow. But, you know, never know. This is a strange place. They might grow. Okay, nothing growing there. Love the music in Moria. It is some of my favorite. We need 6 more of those roots. And 3 more of the crystals. Hopefully this is the route he actually wants. You know, I've done this a few times and I cannot remember if this is actually the plant he wants. Usually a good little spot to park yourself if you need to get up for a minute. Does not tend to aggro anything. Not 100% guaranteed, but pretty close. Right, we need 1 more of those. Dang, y'all respawned real quick. There's Mudroot up there. And Crystal up there. So up we go. Oh, this one isn't near water. Okay. There's 2 more in here. Hey, you stinker. Now, I don't know if we actually fixed this mirror or not, because it said that it wasn't fixed. Oh well. Okie doke. Here you go.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
You have brought me quite the assortment of crystals. Great work. We will use them to bring some of the warmth and beauty of these gardens into the dark corners where no other light can pierce.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
These are exactly what I had hoped for, Thormurn. Yes, these are the mud roots I remember from my youth. I had all but given up hope that I would see them again. You are well deserving of my praise. I will wait for you to take your leave before beginning the boiling process. The smell is quite horrible, and it often attracts the deep claws. I wish you luck on your travels. Oh, good. So it attracts the deep claws, but it's a good medicinal plant. Wonderful. Good to know. Ah, our very first statue piece. I don't think there was one anywhere else yet. Helgi Goblinbane statue would not be complete without an orm to grip a great axe. The goblins of Durin's Way destroyed the statue, and the parts can be found scattered throughout Moria. A dwarf named Uxie endeavors to reassemble the statue. Talk to Arnaud at the Rock Bazan. Found the statue's arm. Well, while we're still nearby, we'll definitely take that back. Seem to be missing a couple of quests. Used to be a quest to find some song sheet. Unless we just haven't gotten it yet.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for the crimes against us.
Thank you for your assistance, Thormurn. It would have been a pity if this piece had remained in the hands of the enemy. I will send this over to Uxie right away, for his devotion to the statue of Helgi Goblinbane is legendary already. I'm thinking about it. I do have a point to spend. Where are we spending that on? You know what? We're going to go ahead and spend our final point and find the path. Because that does increase our run speed by a tiny bit. Always a good thing, right? Always a very good thing when you can move it just a tiny bit faster. Alright, now let's see. Now those doors there will be part of a quest later, but we won't have anything to do with them right now. Moria Toughs. They call them Toughs. I forgot about that. It's so funny. Silly dwarf. Moria belongs to us now. Nothing will save you. You mean nothing will save you? After I get done sticking you full of arrows.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
Thank you for your help, my friend. I was doing all I could to give us an advantage against the orcs when I was set upon. The orcs kept me trapped here, taunting me with tales of Azog in the days of old, when the orcs slew the dwarves in Scar. I shudder to recall those days. Please go back to Zarak Bazan and let Buck know that I am unharmed but will not yet be returning. The information we need may be found out here somewhere. I feel like I should keep going at least and try to get the next stable if I can. Oh, you stinker. How about fight that? Moravol. You've discovered Salab Nurjandol, and we've completed the Durin's Western Way. And that means we got another 5 LOTRO points. And our empathy that virtue is at 21 now, which, hold on. Empathy at 21. Feel like at this point we should switch over to something else that needs it, so we're going to go ahead and swap to discipline. And we have found Jazergund.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
Turn this quest in.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
So the mirror once again reflects light through the halls. That news lifts my spirits. You're welcome.
The day of the dwarves is coming!
Alright. Nothing to reforge yet.
Did you need something?
Yes, I need you to buy my junk. Why do y'all keep asking me that? You know I'm going to say the same thing every single time. I need you to buy my junk. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Now, while we're here, we're going to take a little side trip. Try not to fall to our death. And where is it? There they are. Floyd and DeWitt. And also, that is the Great Stair. The top half of the Great Stair. No, we can't jump to it. Many have tried, all have failed. You just jump to your doom. But, yeah, that is the Great Stair. I'm assuming that is the main way that the dwarves got up and down inside Moria. But it is broken. It is broken because, well, there's a little fight between a Balrog and a wizard. Y'all might remember that. From Thrakbazan, if we ride this way, or run this way, however we choose to do it, we go across this bridge, down this little path here, we're back in the 21st hall. Just that easy. I don't think there's any no, I thought maybe there might be a material node back here, but there's not. But yeah, if you go that way, you'll turn, and turn, and if you go over here, you find the Chamber of Mazarbul. Which reminds me, there's another riddle here. There's a riddle here in the 21st hall. Let's see if I can remember where that riddle starts. not 100% sure I remember where that one starts. Pretty sure it was a plaque. There it is. A riddle in Thelgir's strange written language. Dwarf walketh over, dwarf walketh under. In time of war, dwarf burneth asunder. So we go back over to the Chamber of Miserable, which has a very sad story. Love the doors, they're huge, but they actually shouldn't be in that good a repair, and I won't spoil why. Our choices for the answer are great braille plaque, footprint, bridge, horn, hourglass, shield, sun, tree. This one had a lot of choices, but I will tell you right now, the answer to that one, dwarf walketh over, dwarf walketh under. In times of war, dwarf burneth asunder. It's a bridge. And we have completed the riddles in the tomb. For those of you that don't know, this is Balin's tomb. That would be the same Balin that Gimli mourns in the books. Oh, excuse me.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Yep. Can I go back to Khazad-dum, please? Thank you. We got a quest to turn in there. The Thormurn has quite handily picked up 5 levels since he started Moria. And we're nowhere near done. We are absolutely nowhere near done with Moria. Alright, hello, Buck.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
So Ornfin is safe. That lightens my heart, Thormurn. He's a brave adventurer like you, but I worried he had taken an arrow in the back. I do not approve of him staying out there, but that decision is his to make. He is a reasonable dwarf.
If we are to find mithril in Khazad-dum, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
When I was young, my father told me tales of the early days of Khazad-dum. All of these stories ended abruptly, however, and no matter how many times I would ask, he would never tell me what happened next. I know now that the dark days were not spoken of. I fear by not talking about these defeats, about not even attempting to learn from them, we are dishonoring our forebears. I know Khazad-dum keeps within it the tales of those lost battles. I sense that wise old Arnaud may know where to look for the record of these tales, but I dare not ask him myself. Perhaps you could ask him? Simply feign ignorance on the matter if he becomes angered. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna feign ignorance. I'm a dwarf. So you want me to go piss him off? Fine.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
So you want to know about the battles of old and not our victories. That sort of talk could get you in a lot of trouble around here, for those things simply are not discussed. But Buck is a close friend, so I suppose I could help. Khazad-dum, in fact, does still hold records of those days, though the goblins have strewn the pages all over, and what is left may be difficult to interpret without knowing more about the history of those days. Head east out of here into Salab Nurjandul and explore the halls to the north and south. Return any pages you find to me, so that I may help us to understand their meaning. Hey, you could have asked him yourself. He's willing to do it for you, because you're a friend. Okay, ancient records. 1 of 4. Lots of scholar materials, which I will happily gather. Thormurn needs to get out in the sunshine soon. He needs to grow some things, which I don't think is accomplishable in Moria. I've not seen a spot of farmland anywhere in Moria. I don't think even Thormurn has it. I don't think there's any that way now. Whoop! Killed the wrong thing. The glass hall. I love the things they call this. The glass hall. Doesn't look like glass to me. At least water works, I understand. Oh, hello, bat. I feel like it was supposed to be some sort of a meeting hall. Ah, there we go. I don't think there's one up here, but let's go kill this ward. Shall we? Haha. Lots of marble in here. These aren't as creepy looking as the goblins that look like they have fish faces, but close enough. I'm killing as many of those as possible because they are indeed two. So I figure I might as well while I'm here. 3. 1 more. Conscripted. That means that the goblin didn't choose to be here. Ah. There it is. And there's number 4. Nice clean loot. We found them all. Now we can head back to Khazad-dum. Bet y'all thought I wasn't going to kill her. I most certainly was. What we got here? My major essence of physical mitigation.
We will reclaim Khazad-dum for Dine Ironfoot.
You found them, and the pages are all here. The complete tale of one of the great defeats of the dwarves of Khazad-dum, a priceless find. Allow me to study these pages a bit more before revealing their discovery to Buck.
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
I want to restore the glory I believe we have lost in denying our history. It is time to tell the tale of past battles in Khazad-dum. Not to my fellow dwarves, for they will not appreciate them. To truly honor those who have fallen, we must tell our tales to those figures of lore. Of course, this is not truly possible, but we may still honor their memory in another way. Go into the gardens and stand before the statues that rest at the center and to the north, and before the southern fountain. There recount the story of the great battle. Those who fell died in battle and in honor. They should forever be remembered for their valor. So we're going to go honor the old soldiers of Moria. Oh, hello. You're hanging out a little close to the dwarves. How about you pound sand? Tell the story of the ancient battle. You have honored the fallen with the story of their ancient battle. I guess I'm not quite in the right place for this one. Pretty sure this is the central statue. That's not seeming to work, though. Wonder if I have to do the other side first. Oh, wait. Standing before the central statue. There. You have honored the fallen with the story of their ancient battle. But apparently I had to stand in a very specific place to do it. You have honored the fallen with the story of their ancient battle. Alright. They are honored. Ouch. We went crack. Okay. Now how the heck are we getting out of here? Ha ha. You're very funny. Let me out now. There we go.
Khazad's folk have not yet fully repaid for the crimes against us.
I feel we have done well today, Thormurn. Our forebears would be proud. We have honored them as we should have done long ago. Storied blade, which would be really good for like a lore master or a minstrel, because it's got will and vitality on it. Or gauntlets, which are of course heavy armor. So, champion, guardian, captain, that type of thing. And since they're worth the most, that's the ones I'm taking.
If only the elves were not so stiff-necked, we might make a swift victory of this endeavor.
I have had ample time to study the pages you delivered to me, Thormurn. Understanding these tales is simpler than I had imagined. The author describes the events in great detail and with incredible accuracy. The stories that are told within are tragic, but important to our history. You should have the honor of delivering the completed story to Buck. He must surely wonder what has been found since you and he last spoke. Share with him the knowledge we have uncovered and give him my regards. In other words, I don't really want to tell him what we found.
What do you need?
A tragic tale. How about y'all, I don't know, talk to each other? It's called communication. Do it.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
I've been eagerly awaiting your return, Thormurn. What news from Ornod? Ah, this is outstanding. These pages recount one of the greatest battles of my forefathers in Khazad-dum, and in such detail. We have just as much to learn from the victories of old as we do our failure. There's no dishonor in defeat when all have fought bravely. These records are not safe here in Thormurn. Take this tale to Borgar and Jazergund, so they may be preserved for future ages. Okay.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dum.
Jazergund it is. And you talk way too much for a stable master. I think that is the last of the quest here in Thormurn for now. We will be back here for the epic and some side quests involving the epic. But for now, that's it. The big giant mirror in the middle of Jazergund. I think that's the main control mirror or something. Borgar.
I'm not sure Khazad-dum can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
What tale is it you bring to me, Thormurn? I know it not. Borgar looks carefully over the aged pages. Azog. This is a tale most grim. It is a sad moment in our history, but an important one as well. I had thought the pages of this tale were lost forever. I shall be sure to preserve these stories for Buck and for all our kin. Many thanks, brave hunter. Okey-doke. We're done with that. We got a bunch of quests we can do here at Jazergund. Some fun stuff that will lead us down to one of my less favorite places in Moria. But for the moment, let's head back to the 21st Hall. I'm going to drop some things off there. And then I'm going to make sure... Okay, I don't want my milestone at the deep descent anymore. I will park it back at 21st Hall. And then we're going to head back to Rivendell to check and see what we might be able to purchase with the ancient scripts we've managed to gather so far. Alright, there's the milestone. Alright, that is bound. You see down there, they just kind of casually toss all the riches into a underground vault where everybody can see them. It's funny.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
Alright, we'll put that in there, and I don't think I can fit that in there. I cannot. Because of course I can't. That can go in there, that can go in there. We're gonna have to do something about this. We might be doing that. We'll find out in a minute. Guide to Rivendell. We need to go to the forges. No, we don't need to go to the forges. We don't have anything that needs forging right now. Yet. Up we go. And hello, legendary weapon class items. All right. Legendary items. Hunter. Hunter Axe of Legend. We actually have enough ancient scripts for one. So we could get him a sword, a spear, a mace, a hammer, a dagger, a crossbow, which we already have a crossbow. We don't need that. A club, a bow. But we really wanted that axe. And what are we going to call that? Ha. Thormurn Sharp Edge. I know, that's the most boring name, but that's what we're going to call it. All treasury slots can be upgraded to level 52. One new slot has been unlocked. Alright. Now, we're going to use that to replace this, which we have been wanting to do for some time. And look at him. Dual wielding axes. Finally, it's about time. I don't know what we're going to do with his old one. I don't think we can break it down. We're going to find out. Yay, he's got 2 axes. I know, I shouldn't be so excited about that, but I am.
How can I be of service?
I don't know. First off, we're going to find out if we can... Nope, we can't. So we can't use the Flame of Alcazar on that. Alright. Flame of... And Calamir. Try the Hunter Bubble. What did this thing have on it? Press onward and barrage damage. Well, there's press onward. So we want that. Needful haste. Cry the Hunter Bauble. We want that. Needful haste. What is that one? You know what? I don't even know what Needful Haste is. I get the feeling that's not one I'm using. If it's not, I think I'm just going to end up breaking that. Well, for now, we're not going to worry about it. I am going to grab these. So, Yep. And... Yep. And... Yep. And... Yep. Alright, so that is as maxed out as I'm going to get that. Okay, so that's as maxed out as I'm going to get that. We have a heraldry on that one, which we got from something. I think that was from the main story we got that. Word of Craft we still need for that. And then for this, we need a heraldic tracery and a Word of Craft.
What do you need?
So what do I do with this? I'm wondering if I can't break it up here. If not, I'm going to have to look up what to do with a legendary you want to get rid of. If anybody can hear him, say hello to Mr. Ernest, who has decided now's the perfect time to tell me things. So that just reforges. And no, I can't do anything there. Now, we said we needed a heraldic tracery. I don't think I have the... No, I need 200 to get a heraldic tracery for this. At the very least. 600 if I want to get a better one. Alright, but we have our axe. So now he's dual wielding axes, like a good dwarf should. Reminds me, go over here, not there. Over here to this. Virtuous dwarf, fabled dwarf, dwarf axe damage bonus, which we do have. So, he actually gets a bonus plus 5% for one-handed axe damage, plus 5% for two-handed axe damage. So he gets a small bonus for wielding axes, which is part of the reason why we really wanted him to have axes instead of swords, even though he's a hunter. He's also a dwarf, and they get bonuses for that. We wanted him to have that bonus. Well, I have to figure out what to do with the old legendary, if there's any way I can turn it into ancient scripts or something else that can be usable later. And it is also 9:30. I have not eaten yet. I would like to do that. But first, I want to take a second to thank everybody that stopped by. Starting off with Drive-By. I always appreciate you coming in, and thank you for letting me know everything looked good. Thank you to Casualties of Gaming for coming in and for answering some questions for me about old Wii's. I appreciate the information. And thank you to Tripping Orc for coming in. Sorry about killing a couple orcs, but like I said, these were not good orcs. They are made by Morgoth. And for everybody else that came in, maybe you popped in and out, maybe you stuck around a little while and didn't say anything, well, I still appreciate y'all. Y'all do help make this channel run. But next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. So Tuesday, we will be back in Moria with Thormurn. Hopefully, we'll have figured out a few things about legendaries by then. Wednesday, we will be doing a little more Path of Exile 2. And Friday, we will be catching up with Morrowind, and hopefully there will be no more storms. If you don't want to miss any of the fun, well, hit like, hit subscribe, do all the fun clicky things the website wants you to do. But for now, I want you all to have a wonderful night, have a great Monday, and until next time, bye for now.